Back at it here. Had a buddy tell me that I should do a video on this. I'm working on this door here, and this door had been stoved up in the front probably before, so I've had to do a bunch of different work to it. I got down into it. Instead of just putting a whole new door skin on it and everything, I'm just fixing it. But going through everything, what I've discovered on this door, I've had a few issues, and it has to do with the metal swelling and oil canning. You know, when it gets hit or you get a dent, the metal has to go somewhere. So on this particular piece, we have a swell right here. On this right here. Now, I've already marked it. I still have a swell right in here that I've marked. It's high right here, so of course, you know, you would have to flood all this out with filler, which, you know, fill's not a big deal. You know, if you think that a car shouldn't have filler, even from the factory, they got stuff to flatten them out with, okay? So let's not freak out. Fill's our friend. You know, you have to, most of it goes on the floor anyway, but it's got all this fill here, but it's because it's got a swell here. It had a swell over in here that I've already taken care of, but my buddy's like, hey man, you should do a video, so I will. I'm not going to do I'm going to do a shrink right here, but I'm not going to use a torch and a wet rag and all this stuff that you may have seen. I'm going to do it with my MIG welder. So I've already done a little shrink right here. I'm going to go right up through here. Now what I'm going for, you can see, it's got some light through here. Don't know if you can see that or not. Right through here, and you can see a little bit of light through there. I've already taken care of some of it. Should have started this video before, but I remember my buddy's like, man, do one. So, okay, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to weld a puddle around these marks here in this line where this is swollen. I'm going to weld a puddle. Okay. And then from there, when I do that, I'm going to hit it with the air. Air cools down metal 100% quicker than a wet sponge and water will. So when we hit that, it's going to swell it up. Then we hit it with the air, it's going to contract it back. What we're going to have is basically a knot right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hammer here. And I have it's got the crash bar in it. But to get around the crash bar, I'm just going to use a spoon as a dolly. So we're going to basically do a little bit of metal dolly work here. And we're going to hammer on the knot. When you hammer on the knot, that will push that panel in and kind of give somewhere for that extra metal to go as well. With, you know, combination with the welding, etc. We're going to contract that metal back in, and we won't have that oil canning right here, okay? Although this is minor, you could probably flood this out here with filler and stuff, but when it's a little too high, just got to take it back down. And again, I'm just fixing some prior work on this particular door that had been done. And, you know, sometimes you just don't need to buy new panels, and, you know, you just fix those, so. There we go. Nothing fancy. You want to set your MIG to where you're throwing a little bit more metal. not looking for penetration totally. We just want to throw some heat in it and put some metal on there. It don't take a lot to move metal when you get it with a hammer and you've got heat on it. Bam, got it. That's how quick that was. Although this wasn't a huge swell, you know, if you need to, you just do it again. If you can look right there, bam. We have moved that in to the point where it will take minimum fill for that. So I'm going to fill through here again, just using a little roller here. That's it. That. So what we'll do at this point is, you know, you just air's wet today. It's cold. They're warming all up. Getting a lot of condensation in my line, but I'm just going to dress this up. Don't want to grind too much, you cause heat and warpage. Don't let it get hot. Don't let it get hot. Grinding can be worse than welding. Good to go, and you'll just go about it like you usually do, dressing everything up with bodywork. So, like I said, just do it with the old MIG welder there. Set a little cold, or maybe a little more wire speed or something, where you're throwing a little bit more metal down than usual, so that you get the heat in there, but you're also building that knot quickly and not burning through the panel. So with that, I'll see you till the next one. That's how you shrink metal with a MIG.